Hello? Hello? Testing, testing, testing. Alright, just gonna test it with the live scene real quick. Testing, testing, testing. Testing this with a live scene now. Alright, just gonna test it with the live scene real quick. Testing, testing, testing. Testing this with a live scene. Alright, just gonna test it with a live scene real quick. Alright, so this is my getting started guide if you're new to the game, if you've never played it. And this is being recorded for basically for YouTube, but if you're new, never played, I want to go over some of the why I think now is a good time to get in, especially with an upcoming new patch that is starting, and they're doing a holiday sale right now until the 10th, so we've got 2 days. Just want to try to find screen recording. Alright, so I can source. Here we go. Okay. Let's see. So, first couple of things. Alright. Biggest things right now are that Star Citizen is holding a sale. So, there's some numbers on here. The first part of this that I want to show people, if you are currently thinking about getting into the game, of course I didn't take screenshots of it. If you are currently thinking about getting into this game, there are a few different pledges to choose from. The biggest thing with this, though, is you need to decide what you want. So if you're unfamiliar with Star Citizen, it's a space exploration game, MMO with a single-player campaign. The biggest thing about that, though, is the games are separate. So, if you want the single-player campaign, which right now doesn't have an end date, release date in sight, you can either buy it standalone for $45. You can buy a Mustang Alpha package, an Avenger Titan package, or the Aurora MR. The Aurora MR is a small starter ship. The Avenger Titan is it's a small bounty hunting ship with some cargo space, and then the Mustang Alpha is a small fighter with no bed log and no cargo space. The packages aren't entirely different, but now I just gotta find my numbers. Did I go off of my spreadsheet? I did. Alright. But as far as the numbers go, if you want the one with Squadron 42, you get a ship that comes with 3-month insurance with the Aurora for $45. Then there was the Avenger Titan package, comes with the starting game for $90 and a 6-month insurance on the ship. And then the Mustang Alpha package was so the Mustang 65, the Aurora 65. So basically you're looking at the cost of a brand new video game if you get these two ships. Or if you buy the standalone, there's nothing to play right now for Squadron 42. Unfortunately, it's just not released yet. I think best guess is maybe 2025. Could be, who knows, 2024. But that's the biggest thing. If you pledge this game or put money into this game, you're supporting a game that's an alpha. Yeah, I'll pull it back up, Primal. I just forgot to take screenshots of these, so I didn't have the pictures to pull up. I heard something flash. I'm assuming that was a subscriber thing. That's just the unfortunate part, is I don't have. Let me see. One sec. What is the other text? Okay. But this is if you want a basic game package with everything. You don't have to get Squadron 42. Like I said, that's just a single player thing. It's a $45 value if you buy it separately. The ones that I'm a little bit more prepared to talk about. I gotta pull the spreadsheet up again. Are these. So right now, Star Citizen is doing a holiday sale. The cool part about that is, if you can see, a lot of the packages are extremely discounted. So I say extremely. 10%, 15, 15, and 20. And then on the next page, the highest discount they go to is $25. Now, ultimately, this is kind of one of those things where I wouldn't want to, right? This money doesn't go to me. I don't get anything out of it. The biggest thing is you need to decide what type of ship that you would like. I will say that the Aurora is a small ship. It's not really a fighter. Neither is the Cutter or the Pisces or the 100i. Now, they can all do very low-level bounty hunting, and they can even do maybe once you're in the game, you'll start seeing things like low risk, very low risk, medium risk, high risk, and then extremely high risk bounty hunting. And I think if you get good enough, learn how to fight, you can probably do like medium ones with medium, even high risk with these kind of normal starter packages, if that's what you're wanting to do, if you're wanting to get into the bounty hunting aspect of this. Now there's other portions to it. You can do bunker missions that don't require you to have a decent ship, just requires you to have a gun, maybe some armor, but those are all things that you can loot at the start. I would highly suggest not using your starting money to buy armor. If you're going to buy something, I would maybe buy a gun. That way you at least go into a bunker with nothing. So you'll see in the little spreadsheet here that there are things such as where it says 3 months, 6, 3, 24, 24. Those are insurances. Insurance is not currently implemented into the game, but at some point it will go live. Now, my understanding and what they've released so far is insurance is supposed to be using in-game currency. You do not have to pay for insurance. Right now, they're still releasing some ships that come with lifetime insurance. They are few and far between. It's typically at a concept drop is when they're releasing that. But the insurance is supposed to be a cheap fee once yours runs out from your starter package or even your standalone package. But then it's supposed to be kind of, I guess, almost like real world currents insurance. You might not have full coverage. You might not get your guns back if your ship gets blown up. Those are all things that you might have to pay a little bit extra of in-game currency for. Again, it's not been implemented yet, so there is no reality as to how that will work. Currently, right now, if your ship gets destroyed, you get to go to a terminal, claim it, depending on the size of your ship. You can pay a fee to expedite it. It's typically somewhere between, for like a starter, it'd be like, I want to say 1,300 in-game AUC to like 6,000. But as you can see, like, these are kind of starter ones. Now the Cutter seems to be kind of the all-around favorite right now. It's a little bit of a jack of all trades. It's not necessarily the world's best bounty hunter, just because it's got smaller weapons on it. But it's got cargo space. You can fit wheeled vehicles into it, so you can use it to get around. But that being said, I agree with you 100%. I think that's the big reason that people like the cutter so much, is because it is the new shiny. But I also think it's got its perks. My videos are always going to leave people with a lot more questions than others. I would suggest, if you're watching this, go watch some of Morphologist's videos on YouTube, just because he does really good in-depth, not necessarily like, well, no, he does reviews of ships, so I would go watch him. If you want any like the technical stuff, I think Subliminal is really good for that, also on YouTube. But kind of into the nitty-gritty, and then I'll get into the gameplay. Basically right now, these are the ships that are on for the holiday pack. So we've got the Aurora, the Cutter, the Pisces, and the 100i. Each one is gonna, and then there is the Avenger Titan, which is my personal favorite. So that's the Avenger Titan's my personal favorite because it is a good bounty hunter. It does have cargo space. You can get to and from places. You can put a hover bike in it. It'll do things. It's kind of why it and the Cutter right now seem to be the best deals. You then kind of go up a group into the Nomad. But again, all of these ships will have that 2 years of insurance off the start. And they'll give you your starter package will have 1,000 AUC. Kind of the other caveat to that, and my own self promotion here, is on top of that, if you are new to the game and you do use my code, which is in the top right, you get an extra 5,000, so you'd start with 6,000. I have only flown the Nomad once. I used it on a bunker mission, or the 890 jump mission, and it was nice. Like, I thought it was okay. I wasn't a fan of fighting in it, but it's a really nice fleshed out ship, and it's newer. And yes, you are right, it is the space truck. So going out of the holiday package, which we just looked at, you then and the Squadron 42. We get into this kind of the standard starter packages. So standard starts with, and this is without Squadron 42, you're not getting anything other than Star Citizen download, but you're going to get these ships. So the Aurora is $1,000 in your starting currency, 3 months of insurance. The Avenger will be 6. The only difference in any of these packages is the insurance amounts. You then got the Mustang that has 3, the Pisces that has 6 months, and the 100i that has 6 months. And again, they're smaller ships with smaller guns. They'll still do the job. You kind of pick one that you like, and you can always upgrade since these are a lower cost ship. But again, I think I would suggest either the Cutter if you're brand new, or the and hopefully that's what most of you are watching this are brand new. So I would say the Cutter or the Titan are probably the 2 best packs right now. You then kind of can go up into these bigger ships where you're now in this $100 range, and those do come with some of their own perks. Nomad has 6 months, the Cutlass Black has 6 months, and you get $5,000 starting. So if you use my code, that's 10,000. Same with the Hornet, and same with the Freelancer. Freelancer has decent cargo space, the Hornet is a fighter, and the Cutlass Black is kind of, if I would suggest to somebody that you want to spend more than just like a normal game cost. So again, my first choice would be the Titan or the Cutter. I would then say the Cutlass Black, because the Cutlass Black is quite literally the jack of all trades. You can haul with it, you can bounty hunt with it, and you can explore, and you can fit some mining ships in the back of it. You then can bounce all the way up to the next starter package, which is $275. Now, this one, if you can see on the list, gets you 10,000 starting AU EC, which is the in-game currency, and 6 months of insurance, and you get a Grey Cat PTV, which is a small wheeled vehicle. It's just not really much of an exploration thing. It's really just a buggy. But the the Constellations also have their own snub-nosed fighter. It is currently not working in any patches. It gets stuck in the ship. So with all of that out of the way, those are the starter packages. All right. Oh, and if you're trying to get onto it, let me see if I can add it to the... Anyways, if you want to use the referral, it's play.sc/referral. Let me see where it is. Copy, paste. Alright. Now we can get actually into the game. Just trying to double check some things. Copy. Play.sc/referral. All right. Now I'm good. Okay, so first thing you want to do, you'll notice your main menu. This says to unlock your friends list, select a primary residence. You'll see you have 3 options. Persistent universe is what you're going to probably be most interested in. There is some team deathmatch, and what else does it lead into? What is it? Multiplayer. So you can do team deathmatch, or I want to say free for all. Yeah. So basically, you've got team deathmatch and free for all. That's what Star Marine is. That is the first-person shooter module. You've then got Arena Commander, which is the basically like the free flight module. It's a trainer essentially. You can free fly. You can select any ship you own. So on this account, I only own a Drake Cutter. I don't have any rec, which is the Arena Commander money. The way you can get the RAC, as you'll see in the top right corner, is by basically being a subscriber on Star Citizen's website. So $10 a month gets you 20,000 AUEC. $20 a month, I want to say, gets you like 40,000 a month. And that can help you rent from this very extensive list of ships, and even upgrade them. So that's kind of the perk to having AUC, or sorry, REC. Again, like I said, in this one I only have 1 ship on this account. If I were on my other account, there'd be 5 ships in here. But this is where you can select your ship and customize it. But there's a few different things. I would suggest if you want to learn the options, or like how to fly, how to get good at combat, I would start in Pirate Swarm and Vandal Swarm. That's essentially what this is. It's the free flight module, the dogfighting module. The most important thing you're going to ever choose in this game, however, is Persistent Universe. You're going to go through the character creator. Never really gotten into this. I'm more of a fan of just trying to get jumped into the game. So what we got for hair? Yeah, we'll go with that. And yes, I want to save my character. Okay. You're then going to select your system. Right now, the only system available is Stanton with its 4 planets. And then you're going to select the location. You can choose Orison, landing platform, which is at Crusader, Lorville, which is at the planet of Hurston, Area 18, which is owned by ArcCorp, and then New Babbage, which is owned by Microtech. Essentially, the 4 planets are owned by like superpowers. I think it actually says, let's see, if I click this. The 4 planets are sold to mega corporations, so these planets are each owned. I choose New Babbage because it's my personal favorite planet. I feel like it's a really well balanced place to start. But this will become right now we're 3.17.4. The next wipe coming is 3.18, which is the next new patch, and not only does it bring in some quality of life changes, it also brings in salvage, which is the newest game mechanic. So like right now, 3.17.4, your big gameplay loops are bounty hunting, bunker missions. I say that they go together because that's essentially what they are. They're bounty hunting missions. You then have mining, which you can do by hand with a multi-tool, which you can buy, and I'll show you where to buy that. So you can do that by hand with a multi-tool. You can then rent a rock, which is a wheeled miner. If you have a buddy that you want to play with, you can rent what's called a rock DS, which is basically you can drive, your buddy can mine. But again, that's designed for somebody that's going to play with 2 people. But you'll notice the first thing that's going to happen when you log in is you're going to get spawned into your hab. You'll also see some things pop up, like I just had what said training tracker evaluation pop up, but you're in your hab. So big thing is your interact button is going to be F. If you hold F, it allows you to look around. You'll see that I can look at myself. That's looking down at my hip, but you can look around your bed, and if you look over, you can hit get up. You can click that. I suggest mapping this to, say, like a thumb button. To me, it's a lot more intuitive. I can push my thumb button and still use my mouse to look around. I just like that. The other way you can get out of bed, and this works for ship seats, is hold Y. So, you'll notice that if we look outside, don't want to use that. Okay, this is kind of one of those other learning things. If you hit the C button, that pulls out your med pen. The med pen will save your life. Left click to use it on yourself, right click to use it on a buddy. You can then hold C again to holster it. Another important thing, hit F4, you can go into third person view. You basically have 2 third person views. You have a kind of a closer zoomed in one and then a farther one out. You can learn how to manipulate the camera, and then this becomes Screenshot Simulator. So that's the biggest things right now. You've got your med pen on you, you've got your flight suit on, and you interact by either holding F, and you'll see that around this entire apartment you can interact with stuff. Pulling that out. Typically, it's very normal to most FPSs you'll place as far as your like FPS controls go. You'll notice we're a little bit higher up in the hab area, but just somewhat of a nice view. Looks like a nice day in New Babbage. But the first thing we're going to do is go out the elevator. the other thing, the game has an inventory system. You hit I to do that. I don't know why I just drifted, but you hit I. You'll notice I have quite a lot of things in my inventory. It's because right now, if you're jumping into the game and you make an account, again, use my referral code. It gets you an extra 5,000 starting monies. But there's Luminalia going on until the 10th. Once the 10th goes, you will not be able to get any of these free gifts. I've never played on this account before, but obviously you can see there's quite a lot of things, from challenge coins from having the account during IAE. There's a grenade launcher from when I was a subscriber, I believe. There's just a lot of random things that I have in my inventory, some weapons, and even some armor sets from when I was being a subscriber. It's $10 a month, and it allows you to get some subscriber perks. But clearly there's a lot of stuff in my inventory. Now, to get into your inventory, you hit I. To move and interact with things, you quite literally can drag them off your player. If you let go over here, it'll go back on. But if you bring it here, it now goes into my inventory, and I no longer have a helmet on. It's very important that you try to keep your helmet on, because if you go out into space without your helmet on, it can kill you. There's other ways to break this down using the filters. Grab my helmet, you'll see it highlights my head. I can put it right there. You'll see if I pull this med pin off and put it in, it's now no longer on my hip. Same with this pistol. The med pin will be in utility. You can then drag it, it'll show you your slots, and you can drop it into one of your slots. Same with weapons. I have a knife. I cannot put it on here, apparently I need armor to put the knife on. An Arclight pistol, and I have some rifles. Don't have ammo for them. Where you see vehicles, right now this is paints, this is where your weapons will be housed. Sorry, not your weapons, but like any vehicle weapons, vehicle components, anything like that. I'm not going to go in depth into that. There's far other better places you can go to watch videos on how to upgrade. I will caveat that with a very nice, easy to use website. It's called, let me see if I can get this up again. It's called Urkel.games. And what Urkel will do is take you into the shipbuilding. Basically, it's a loadout maker. So, like right now, you can, and this is basically like data mined information, but it's got where you can buy games, or where you can buy ships in games. So, like this is for the Prospector Miner ship. It shows how much it costs in game. That shows that you can rent it at any of the stations, any stations with a refinery. So in this case, my ship's a cutter. We'll just use it. You'll see here where it says Veripuck S2, that means it has gimbaled guns, and that means that the guns on it are size 1. But you can go into how to replace those guns. So let's say I want to change all of my guns over to laser repeaters. Well, I now know that if I need to, I can go buy laser repeaters for $5,000 right here on New Babbage at Center Mass. So, like I said, this is Urkel.games. I would highly suggest using it once you get a little bit more into it. And again, this will show you a couple of things too. Like right now, it's showing that with the size 1, your ship will, laser weapons work a lot different than ballistics. Again, I don't want to take a deep dive into guns, but very simply, you can mess with power, flow, and capacitors. If you dump all your power into your ammo, you can shoot 75 times before it has to reload with this little bit bigger gun. You'll also notice we can change this one. But again, this is just a very basic how to load guns. You'll notice this dropped because I went to a little bit bigger of a laser repeater, so the capacitor is going to pull more power to fire it. You can also go into your components. So in this case, we'll say we'll select the best component you can buy for this ship, FR66 will say. It'll tell you where you can get it and what stores you can get it. So this is another fun thing you can do with this. So you can also build yourself your shopping cart. Click, click, and it'll show you what's in your shopping cart. So that is Urkel.games. Another one that is good to use, and I'll pull it right back up here, is Cornerstone. Let's see. Again, this is kind of similar, except for it's not specifically designed for ships. This is anything in game, whether it be a helmet, if you have a certain one that you know of. I don't know why some of these are blacked out. We'll see. Oh, because it's not sold or directly at all. But if you knew what helmet you're looking for, it'll tell you where you can find it and how. And then again, similar to the ships. It will show you not only where you can buy them, where you can rent them. So if you know that you want to get down the mining path, because then that's kind of one of the paths I'll show in my series. We know that my first thing that I want to do is, well, one, I want to be able to rent a ship big enough to take a Grey Cat rock. The reason I want to do that is so that I can haul the rock around and take its payloads. But we can see that if we go to any of these mining stations, any of these space stations, you can rent for 1 day, 3 days, 7 days, or 30. And clearly, this is a very cheap way to rent. $3,400 for the Grey Cat rock, which, in this case, is one of the things that you're going to want to rent if you want to get into the mining field. Now, to haul the Grey Cat, I know that we're going to need a Cutlass Black, which clearly costs $27,000, which is where we finally get to get into the exciting part, making money in the game. Okay, we've discussed inventory. I'm going to take this weapon off because you will not have it if you don't get your game package now. But we left our hab. Now the first thing to do is go to an elevator. For that, I'm going to show you this. If you hit F1, Primal, I'm definitely going to move it. It's actually streaming to YouTube right now, so I'm pretty confident it will be there as a past live stream, but I am going to do some editing to it to get it moved over to YouTube. Obviously, you'll see that I have 25,000 UEC right now. We're going to play like I have 6, basically what most starter packages are. I have 20 because I backed my game back in 2016, and the starter package then was my... I honestly couldn't tell you why I have 20,000 unless... because I upgrade... Oh. I have 20,000 because I backed last year during Invictus, but we're going to play like I have 6, which is what most will have if they use somebody's referral code to get the extra 5,000. So, and again, this is accessed by hitting F1. Yeah, same name on YouTube. It's QB Pace, which I'm pretty confident is this one. Yeah, it's the same exact name on YouTube. So, F1 opens your Moby Glass. You'll see a few tabs at the bottom here. This stuff here on the right, all fairly important, but right now it's just kind of information that's there. You do have suit oxygen, so you can't EVA endlessly. But again, it's just all stuff that's there. So again, this is your Moby Glass. You have your comm link, which is where you can go to see what the chat's got going on. You can scroll down the right side of this. This shows everybody in the server. You have active members of the server. If you were to say want to add somebody as a friend that you started playing with, you right click on them, you can invite them to your party, invite them to your channel, which will give you a private chat channel. You can send them a friend request, or you can mute them. Obviously I don't have anybody, this is a brand new account. Another place that you can go is the second tab here. This is your vehicle loadout manager. This is local to where you're at. This will only show ships on Microtech. It says that at the top now. This is a really big deal because you might go somewhere and think, well, why don't I have a ship there? If you have multiple ships at least. And it's because your ships are localized. You can only edit the ship if you're on the same planet, same area as it. But in this case, we are on New Babbage at Microtech. So you can pick your ship and you can click on it. Now, my other account, I have Concierge, so I went out a little bit and I bought myself a paint and I gifted it to this account. I wanted to have somewhat of something different. So this is the Groundswell paint. This was a Concierge exclusive paint. This is what we're going to be using on my cutter. It's this simple. You click your item. You can, if you had more coolers, you'd be able to click through your coolers. If you had a power plant, you'd be able to click through your power plants. It's this very simple way that you can edit your ship's stuff. If you want to get a bigger gun, you need to click on the gimbal here. I don't have any size 2 weapons, but it'll tell you this is a size 2. Let me see, if I unequip this, and I click on here, this will show me that I have all these weapons in there. I can put this on because it's a size 2. I don't believe, I guess, all this is I'm equipped elsewhere. Don't know how that's possible. What have I done? Yeah, we're gonna put the gimbal back and we should be good. We're just not gonna save any changes. And I'm gonna come back and put my basically, don't mess with it unless you have the correct guns to do so. We're going to put my cutter paint on there, see if this all fixed itself. It did. And we're going to save. And you need to do that or it won't change it. Knickknacks is the feature to allow you to see where all your stuff is. You'll see right now the only planet selected is Microtech. It's because I don't have assets anywhere else. Next is your sky map. It's very nice to be able to see where things are. Unfortunately, you'll notice I can click all over. CRU, Urkel 4. I cannot click this. It's because I'm not in the pilot seat of my ship. You then have MO Trader. This is where you can send money. All you have to do is begin. And if you had friends or do the person's name, you can send money like that. You then have the most important part here, which is your contracts manager. This is how you do everything in the game. The very first thing that you are going to want to do is select a call to arms. This is so if you kill anything that shows up red, you're going to get some extra cash for it, no matter what. It's not unlimited. This will be available to you every time you log into the game. But this is how you go through things. You'll have general missions. You'll have some personal missions. Right now, Luminalia is going on. It's the Star Citizen World's version of Christmas. There's bigger contracts, some mercenary jobs for different people, and investigation jobs. So I believe this would be, so this is a package pickup, but you'll see that this pays decent money. And that leads kind of to my next thing. We're going to try to make a little bit of money. You then have more delivery missions. You'll see these pay about 3,000 to 4,000. You got some bigger missions. These Zeta Prolinated ones, they are quantum sensitive. It means you cannot quantum travel with them. What's this one? Retrieval needed. A transport was attacked and destroyed while en route to a landing pad. Local authorities were notified, but the client still requires delivery. So we're going to pick that because that's a pretty easy one and it pays us $9,000. We also know that it's on New Babbage. And because it's tracking the call, we need to hit track. You'll also have this after things are completed. It'll tell you. And right now there are no beacons. You can create your own beacon if you need a space rescue. Or you'll see beacons start popping up and all the general stuff. So, like I said, the first missions we're going to go over are these delivery missions and how to do them. Then we're going to get into cave jumping or spelunking cave missions, where you're looking for current clients who went missing in the caves. Depending on the cave, some of them might have enemies, some of them might not, but they're also the best place to mine. So, that being said, we'll continue the exploration of the Moby Glass. You then have your vehicle services. Again, this is only accessed when you're at a landing pad in your ship. You then have your journal, which kind of goes over all basic things. You can click through it, and it will also kind of keep you up to date on where you're at. As far as like contracts, you've also got Delphi, which is the reputation tracker. So as you start doing things, like later on, we are going to accept this tracker training permit. And let's see, this guy's around Yela, but I'm pretty confident that Yela is not around Microtech where I am. It is not. Yela is somewhere over here, and I could select the mission, but I know that I'm not going to choose that right now. So, again, you have to interact. We're going to select elevator, and you'll see on the HUD, I might pick up some of there. I would also, if you can, I would map your helmet removal to H. That just makes it a quick key to take your helmet off. Again, due to realism and all that, to take your helmet off, you have to take your helmet off to eat food and water. And right now we're at the bottom floor of the Aspire Grand. Now there's a couple of things here. I believe this will take us to Maria Purifart, Brentworth Care Center, not Maria. But Brentworth is where you will be respawned currently, if this is what you chose as your home station. Now, if you're starving, dying, something like that, you can come up to one of these terminals and hit patient check-in. Floor 5, room 3. Now, I'm not going to go to the room. Actually, let's see if I can even get into any of these rooms. Restricted, probably not. Alright, well, we'll do it anyway. It's kind of important to know. Floor 5. I believe it was room 3. Room 3. It was 3 or 4, I don't remember. But if I were starving to death, thirsting to death, and I couldn't eat, and I had made it back, I can lay in bed, monitor then will then move out, and you'll start hearing. Now this also works if you, say, break a leg or something, or you have an injury that needs to be treated. And you can also administer yourself drugs. We're not going to do that, though. It is important to note that if you die outside of an armistice zone, you will spawn back with a medical gown, but you are given a courtesy jumpsuit and helmet when you die. Again, because I have Luminalia gifts, I have some stuff that you won't have when you start, unless you buy an account in the next couple of days and go through the website and pick up all the Luminalia gifts. It's explained on their website if you want to do that. You'll notice I'm running away from the elevators when I click them. It's because there is a glitch. It will suck you in if you're standing right next to it and put you up in the ceiling, and then you'll die. I don't know if the glitch still goes on, but I've just learned to do my thing, click the button, run away. And it's only the hospital elevators I've noticed this. Now, leaving Brentwood, we're going to go downstairs. Your scroll wheel will also affect your ability to move. I'm clearly walking. As I scroll up, I'm getting faster, 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 and shift is sprint. Now, Star Citizen is very much, you need to follow the signs, so I know that the spaceport is to my left, and the Commons and the Expo Center are to my right. Now, I just missed that tram, but there are these very nice things. They will tell you how long until the next tram arrives. So in this case, that's the tram going to the spaceport. Now, we're going to go to the Commons, where we can
Capsule
buy
now approaching
a
station.
hand mining tool.
Stand clear of disembarking passengers.
And some ammo for some, not only this small armor to help survive in the weather when we're outside of our ship, especially here on New Babbage because it is an ice planet. Oh yeah. No, you can still. So if you hold down sprint too long, you'll still get like the elevated heart rate, and your character can I want to say start taking damage like slightly, and your vision will start getting blurred. Get off here because we're at the Expo Center. Now, right now, the IAE signs are still up. I don't know if those are going to be here for the rest of the year, but IAE was about 2 months ago now.
Doors are now closed.
And it's a big show, ship show expo that is currently over. During IAE is when CIG will typically do their free fly weekends. So if you were wanting to get into the game and you're not really sure about pulling the trigger, spending some money now, you can always wait till free fly, which gets you a week. But this is the Commons. You can tell that by all the purple lights. And as far as the sprinting damage, if you are holding shift to sprint, yes, your heart rate can go up. Right now, I've got my scroll wheel all the way up because I move faster. This will not cause you any health issues. We're going to go upstairs for the Commons. To our left, that's the promenade. There's things like clothes over there that you can go buy. We're not going to waste money on clothes to start. The most important part here is the Commons. Now, the two stores that you will want to get to know very well, you have Shubin Interstellar. The only thing you need to do at Shubin right now, and the only thing you can't do because it's locked, is we're going to go to this terminal. Again, you interact with it. Now, the more you get into mining, if you want to choose that path, you'll notice a lot of modules. I'm not a mining pro. I do not necessarily understand much about it, but I do know that if you want to start like mining Quantanium and having a good experience mining, the Lancet mining laser is the best laser that you can get right now. It is apparently the most stable one to use. It's user friendly. What we're looking for, however, is a multi-tool. We're going to buy one of these. You'll notice a few things. You have a destination to buy. I can put it on my ship, or I can put it in the local inventory here. I don't have armor on, so I cannot put it on myself. Now, if I type... No, whoops, not type. If I want to choose a category, I can pick armor, and you'll have the Aero undersuit, the Aero backpack, the Aero core, the Aero legs, and the Aero helmet. You'll also have the Morozov armor and backpack. The Morozov backpack is bigger, but it's more expensive. And when you start the game, you're not going to want to buy a $5,000 chest armor. As I said, you'll probably be starting with about $5,000 to $6,000 depending on your package. So you'll notice if you read about your armors. Come on. Let's see. This can withstand up to -61. And essentially it doesn't mean you're going to die at -61 Celsius, but your timer will be lower than if you had armor that could handle it. We are going to buy armor. You'll notice this gives us a 30% reduction to damage armor. Of 30% reduction to damage. We're going to buy one. That was the arms. Now, just so I don't buy anything not arrow, we're going to buy the backpack. Or sorry, the core. And we're trying to keep this under 6,000, which I think we're almost at. What did I buy? The core. I don't necessarily need the helmet, but I do want the backpack. Now, we're about to use our 6,000, so I'm not going to do that. But the other thing that we're going to need is the tractor beam and the orbit. Now, you don't necessarily need the tractor beam, but it's helpful to have. So this will help you pick up boxes and packages. Heavy pack can only go on a heavy chest, but light pack can go on light med. You do not need the full, you just need to have the chest armor for it. We're going to buy the orbit. And now you can either back out or hit the X and it will take you out. We're going to get I, go into our inventory. And because I clicked filters, you can turn your filters off. But we're going to go to filters, armor. We're now going to put on our chest armor, our backpack, and our arms. The other thing we're going to do, oh, the arms didn't go on. Did I not buy the, yes. Must not have bought the mining tool. Alright, well, I've already failed to keep it within the 6,000, but that's my fault. You don't necessarily need to have the armor all selected, but we do need a multi-tool. So I would prioritize this if you want to get into mining. Prioritize this and prioritize the mining bit. So now we've got the multi-tool in our backpack. It's on our hip. And right now, I believe I will not be able to pull it out because we're in we can pull it out. It already has the mining bit in it. And you'll see this is mining. We're going to interact with it to re-equip it. We're in a armistice zone, so right now I cannot pull it out with like weapon commands. Oh, yes you can. 4 will get you your utility item, but I cannot holster it without interacting with it. I believe there's a key for that. I do not know it. The other store that you would want to know is Center Mass. Just follow the signs, you'll get Center Mass. That is where you can buy some bigger weapons that are not just a little pistol on my hip. And this is where you need to take what I'm saying with some grain of salt or somewhat of a, well, I want to go my own path. I know that my starter package is more money than most people's will. But I also know that I prefer to do things like bounty hunting and ship flying. So the reason I have the cutter on this package is because I wanted an account that I can just do all my grinding in. My main account, I own an RSI Scorpius, which is a $200 ship. I own a Mercury Star Runner, which is another $200+ ship. now in the Drake Corsair, which is another $200+ ship. And I
Capsule
have the
now
Cutlass
approaching
Black.
station.
Now,
Stand clear of disembarking
I've also
passengers.
got about $200 in in-store credit
Capsule now
that I
approaching
can
station.
use
Stand
towards
clear of
another ship
disembarking
if I want.
passengers.
I've spent money on this gift. It's kind of why I wanted to get into it and do this deep dive, is so I didn't feel like I wasted my own money.
Careful,
Again, the
doors
biggest
are
thing
now
is I
closing.
know that this package is a little bit more money to people, and you need to be like, I know that my ships, I like to do PvE bounty hunting. I'm not a big PvPer. I maybe at some point will get into it. It's not my main interest. But the reason I only have upper armor is because I know that I need to be able to carry a backpack, because I also want to be able to hand mine. And like I said, we'll get how to hand mine here shortly. But this is kind of our next step. We're going to go to the spaceport. And you'll also notice at some point in the series I will jump between accounts, because I know that like our goal
Nearing
in
next
this is
stop.
to get about $30,000 so that we can rent, sorry, $35,000 to $40,000 so that we can not only rent a Cutlass Black for the day, but rent a rock so that we can mine and make some decent money and have a ship to haul the miner around. Again, this is going to turn into a follow the science moment. You're going to be in an elevator room after getting off at the spaceport. You're going to click the MBIS terminal. I just want to double check something before I leave without this. Okay, it's on there. But I'm going to throw in the leg armor just to make sure I have it in case.
Looking for a good time? Be sure to visit Wally's Bar at the promenade. Only a quick ride on the metro loop.
You can enjoy the beautiful view that is New Babbage from here.
Microtech, the Empire's leader in cutting-edge technology, where creative innovation meets innovative creativity.
A couple of things we're going to do real quick. I've already gone over my whole spending limit thing, so I can't necessarily hold myself to it. I wish I could.
Please use one of the
We're also going
convenient
to buy
elevator terminals.
some food just so we have it. We're doing quick buy so it's in my hand. We can store this. Our character will automatically put it into our
From the
backpack.
best in shopping,
And if you don't want your backpack, you can put your legs.
be sure to visit
But
New
this way,
Babbage's
we're always
renowned
going to have it.
promenade.
You can also grab it out of your hand, put it in your backpack. Stacking is not a thing yet. Oh, it is.
Your
Yes,
belongings
okay.
belong to you. Keep a careful
I
watch on all
think that was
personal
unless I
items.
know it's in 318. The other way you can buy things without doing quick buy. Yep, pretty much.
Microtech, the Empire's leader in cutting-edge technology, where creative innovation meets innovative creativity.
Sorry about that, man. Now that everything falls from throwing money on the screen, I started to shit. Yep.
Remember, your belongings belong to you.
Yeah, and I'm not even.
Keep a
And
careful watch
I've
on
always
all
been very
personal
impressed at my computer's ability to run this game. I have a 1080, a GTX 1080, and
Time to
yeah,
travel.
I didn't think stacking was
Why
in
not
this
rest and
version.
relax?
I thought it was in
Keep
318, but mine
Located
is
downtown.
apparently I'm either A on a
Sure
very
you
healthy
have
server or something. 'Cause I did not been stacking one correctly. That delivered
From all of us at
$700.
Microtech, welcome to the New Average Interstellar
Right there.
Spaceport.
I stack it. Yeah, that's interesting to me. And that's why I'm doing this guide with a ship that's
Be
a
sure
cutter.
to explore all New Average has to offer.
Because I want people to know
Whether
that
it's the
they
latest
can play this
in
game
technology
without
or the
putting
beauty
a
of our
ton of money.
award-winning gardens, this is your tomorrow. Has a lot going on today.
Water. Where's the water? And like I said, you are going to have to take your helmet off to drink, so make sure you're in somewhere that has atmosphere.
Be sure to visit Waddy's Bar at the promenade. Only a quick ride on the metro.
Let's see if I can put my drinks in my pocket. Alright, now, the next biggest thing you'll do, apart from waking up,
Ready to
checking your
upgrade.
Moby Glass, and getting a job,
Located in the
is going to
plaza,
spawn in a
the
ship.
factory line has all of Microtech's latest offerings.
Interact,
Welcome
touch to start.
to the ASOP vehicle retrieval
I have
system.
one ship. You're going to hit retrieve.
Vehicle selected. Stand by.
You're then going to wait for the
From
game to
all of
load
Your
your
vehicle
vehicle.
has been delivered to the
Welcome
following
to the New
location.
Average Interstellar Spaceport.
Please visit us again. Goodbye.
Call an elevator. My ship went to hangar 6.
Your belongings belong to you. Keep a careful watch on all
I just want to double check something in Streamlabs because I don't see the chat. Oh, because I don't have chat activated. Whoops. I thought that I had chat up. Alright, now chat should show up. Oh, damn it. Who's this joker? Apparently I went to the wrong... Oh, I think I was out of enough. Oops. Hangar 6. My first look at a cutter. I actually have not seen one in game even. So this is my first time even looking at one. Now, this is not a ship. Didn't even think about that. Damn. I need to change my key. Sorry, I'm just trying to change my recording key for NVIDIA. Ah, there we go. Okay. Now it shouldn't pop back in. Alright. So this is the Drake flying bus, and I will admit I love this skin on it a lot. But for now, we're gonna get on for the first time. You can hit T to turn on your flashlight, which is helmet mounted. So, and I don't know how long you spend in hangars, Primal. The very nice thing right now is you can actually explore ships in your hangar for as long as you want without it being impounded. Only upon spawning in. When you land, it will remove your ship. Like if you stay for too long. The light not work, or is this the lighting? Here we go. We got the lighting. So we've got a cargo area on the side. We've got component space. Now the really fun thing is, this is all persistent, and that looks like the area that something is supposed to be. That's like a component that's just not in the game yet. But here's what we're gonna do to test this out. Got my tiny little model. Yeah, in my other account, I rented, not rented, in-game currency. I got a Carrack, and I love the Carrack. It's like my favorite ship. I just don't know that I'll ever own one. But I bought one in-game, and so I've spent hours. I spent a good bit searching the ship, but we're gonna leave that there, see if it actually stays. So the ship is not powered on right now. That's why it's open. This hole is for. Shower. Where's the toilet? The ship does have inventory. If you go to the thing, it's got its own little local inventory. But we are going to get into the pilot seat. So, a couple of things. You can look around your cockpit. You just have to hold your interact button. This will become, sometimes it will move your movement. Biggest thing to do, hit Z. That locks your steering. But you can move your mouse back and then hit Z again. That puts you into free look mode. You can then interact with your cabin without being in free look mode. But you'll see a lot of buttons. Flight ready, power on. So you can either click these all here, and I'm just going to show this open exterior. If I click that, it's going to open the exterior. It's that simple. I have a hotkey for closing my doors. I moved mine to the apostrophe. But biggest thing that we're going to do, you're going to hold R. R will power your ship on to flight ready mode. There's a couple other things that you will not know about if you don't click it around a whole bunch like I do. A couple of things. I'm going to look at this blue right there. It's a ship. I can hit T. It's now scanned. You'll see that I've scanned an Aegis Avenger Titan. Somebody else just scanned me, as you heard. I've been radar locked. Now I can't be damaged. I'm in the spaceport. But you can see a lot of things here. I can hail this guy. Not going to do that because I don't necessarily need to join a party or target or talk to him. The other thing, to get out of that, hold Alt-T. Alt-T will remove whoever you have scanned. Yeah, you'll see a whole bunch of things. You can look all around your ship. This does have these little glass shields. Not necessary. A couple other things. This is one where people get the most confused. to leave the bay and open your Moby Glass. Go to Comlink, hit Friends, and click this. This is now hailed the spaceport. You can then close your button, and you'll see the hangar doors open. Now, there's also a very little known setting. They finally made it so that with a button click, you can deploy it, or you can request it without having to go at your comms. The other way that you can request this is you can on your MFD. I swear to God. On your MFD, you can change one of them to comms. You'll notice here, New Babbage Spaceport. You can then click the button. This is going to say it's already been requested.
You are clear to launch.
Okay, I'm not really going to go over the basics of flight other than WASD to move, Q, E to roll, A, yaw left, D, yaw right. We've got rolls. Okay, N, put your K. If your ship has VTOL, we'll shift you into VTOL mode. We're trying to go forward, so we're not going to really use VTOL mode. I'm going to move out. Biggest thing, and do not forget this C. Put your ship in cruise control. You'll notice on the left, this is controlled by your scroll wheel. You'll see that there's a line above that arrow. That's me locking cruise control.
Thank you, and please visit again.
Now, we know that we need to get up into space. A couple of things. You'll see you have a thrust on the left. Hold shift, and that will turn on the thrust. Up unless somebody flies out, right? So it's safe to go to raise in the right. Babbage. 300 feet. Now you'll notice my shift, my boost is out. It's in the red zone. It means I can't boost while it's in the red zone. It's recharging. But if I go down here to capacitor and correct the engine, you'll notice that recharges a lot faster. The other thing I'll notice, I have the Bulldog repeaters. That's my weapons right here. I bring this to weapons. Their capacity to fire has gone up. If I bring it back, it's going to go back down. Oh, it didn't because it didn't reset. But let's just plug that again. Well, it went down a little bit. But we're back to normal. And back to normal. The other thing is you have shield control with the capacitor. So we're going to go to shields. You'll notice that all my shields are at 100. Okay. There's some hotkeys you're not going to know. If you hold U, it's going to completely power your ship off. If you do that in space, it means you have no engines. Because we're in atmosphere, I'm going to turn U. We're going to start falling because we do not have thrust anymore. So we're now falling back towards the Earth. I'm going to hit R again. Puts us in the flight ready. Oh. Okay. Let me see if I can fix that. Alright, tell me if that does a little bit better, Primal. Anyways, so you turned your ship off. I. If you click I, we'll turn your engines off. You notice we're going to start falling again because now I don't have engines. I'm just going to fall straight to the earth. Hit I again. Move engines. The other thing you'll notice, if I hit O, kills my shields. And you'll notice that fell here, and it fell here. Now I can hit O again, it'll turn my shields back on. But you're going to notice that it's very slowly going to recharge. Well, actually this is a pretty decent ship. It's charging pretty good. But now that I've bumped my capacitor to it all the way up, it clearly went up faster. So that's a very quick lesson on capacitors. I need to get back up to height. Hold shift again. So now you can tell that you're not high enough to quantum. Right now you can see everything is blue. It means I'm high enough to quantum. If I were a little bit lower, most of this would say be red, and it would say get out of atmosphere. Now, quantum jump is one of the other biggest things you're going to do. You'll see that my pickup site is on the moon Urkel. If you don't know where you're going, and there's a lot of these buttons, then it makes it, again, being brand new, it makes it very overwhelming to try to figure out where you're trying to go. You can click the planet, zoom in on it. Can't zoom all the way in, but we know that our pickup site is at least on the side that we're flying to, hopefully. But now that I've selected Urkel, I can hit set route. It's now the only quantum target I can jump to. To spool up your quantum drive, you're going to hit B and just tap it once. Once it's spooled up and ready, you then are going to hold B, and that will put you into quantum flight. Other good things to know when you're in atmosphere of a moon. Right now we're on the dark side of the moon, but you're going to see these things that pop up. They're called OM points. I believe they're orbital markers. I couldn't tell you what the abbreviation is, but these will help you to quickly jump around a planet. You'll also see these squares. That's a place you can go to. Not squares. What is it? A hexagon? Yeah, 6 sides. It's a hexagon. That'll be the OM on the other side of the planet. You'll see that I can stare at European 300 from the core. Not really a lot on this planet though. I just know that my pickup site's a pretty good way away from me. So we're gonna go to the OM. A little bit further I think than I wanted to, but you can also see how beautiful these planets are. Heck, got me 5 kilometers closer. But we are outside of the atmosphere, so our speeds are going to be greater. And we got to do a little bit of baby flying. And you'll notice that each moon is much different than the others. You'll notice that on the right, we've now started entering the atmosphere of this moon. The altimeter is going. On ones like this, where you can't just warp straight to the target, I'm a fan of trying to get about as overhead as I can, and then we'll try to fly straight down on it. Some other good things to know about your ship. Obviously this ship has some lights on it, but most, and the reason I'm going to say most, if not all, have headlights. Hit L, and that will turn on your spotlight. I don't know, this one have a light bar. Yep. That will help you when you're down on the surface trying to see things. Where's my mission? Just disappeared. Objective withdrawn. Well, that sucks. So now I gotta find a new one. We spent all that time traveling. Delivery. Ready to contribute. Missile. Pick up from a... Okay, well, that's one we can do. We're going to do this very simple delivery mission, and then we will do a cave mission. Okay, we're going to do cave can be accessed on foot, cave can be accessed on... Oh, here we go. We're going to do it on Microtech though, not the European one. Read your missions very carefully so that you know what you're doing and where you're going. If you want to try to keep all your missions in the same place, make sure you do that. Okay, so obviously you'll see there's a lot of targets. There's the space station, there's a comm array, and then there's the Microtech itself again. To make that easier on yourself, click the planet, see if we should be able to quantum straight to this because it's at a data station at Rayari Deltana. We're going to set that route. The biggest mistakes that I've made when quantuming is being in cruise control when entering quantum, and I've left cruise control coming out, and this becomes more dangerous when you're trying to go to, say, a spaceport, not necessarily a planet, because you'll have time to correct. But I've hit spaceports going very fast. It's not fun. You get to respawn. Unfortunate part is when you're inside your ship, you really don't have a lot of contrast with what's outside of it, especially at night. Like, I can see the atmosphere and the horizon line, but obviously it's very dark, and I'm at 12,000 feet of altitude, so I really don't want to hit the ground. Clearly from the third person view, I can see a lot better. If you hit your VTOLs, you're going to lose some speed. But you can also use this to your advantage on a ship that has VTOLs. I've seen people use them in dogfights to make some pretty impressive maneuvers. Does mean that here shortly we should start seeing a little beacon. You're gonna see me craning my neck, it's because I'm trying to see where I'm going. But there we have it. There's somebody here already. And pretty much this is the part where you cross your fingers and hope that they don't try to kill you either. Now there's a way to tell some things, not necessarily all things, but if I go to target status, this ship is doing something weird. It must be on a pad. That will show you their actual movement. And to avoid hopefully having any issues with him, you're going to probably not land on the pad. This is one of the other issues with using your spotlight. It's clearly very hard to see in fog, especially in microtech at night. That shows that our package is in this building right here. So instead of landing on the pad and doing whatever that M50 is doing, we're going to land right here. Turn my engines on. Bad things about ships getting on because the engines are still on. I've never had it happen again personally, but I would hate to see it happen to somebody because you didn't do it. Alright, we're going to exit our ship. This is one thing I did not go over at all. This ship does have a bed. The nicest thing about having a bed, it's got a little light, is that you can log off in that bed. And you might be asking, well, why is that important? It means you don't have to be at a space station or in to sell to log off. Okay, just got knocked on my ass because of the wind. Alt-X will wipe your visor. There's our package. Now we need to go to Rayari McGrath Research. Oh, got knocked over again. Where'd my package go? So this is the first half of any package mission. And then you can do your thing and place it. If you wanna be pretty, you can spin it by just left clicking and it'll set it down. We're gonna shut our door. This also happens from time to time. about as far as things being restricted. We're going to do to spool up our drive. You'll see these hexagons with the outline. That means that they are on the other side of the planet. The reason everything is red is because, oh, I know what I'm doing wrong. That marker is for the package that's in the back of my ship. So our package drop-off is actually on the moon Cleo. Guess I wasn't paying attention. But we are now going to go back to atmosphere. Cruise control. Unlock Cleo. We know where we're taking it. We're going to set that route. See our jump point, and this is what I meant when it will tell you what's wrong and why you can't jump. It's going to say exit atmosphere. Now I know that I need to be about 11,000. And you'll see it turn blue when I get to the required to the required altitude. As I said, all the moons are different in their own way. I think Cleo's beautiful. But I'm making us. I don't know what this big thing is off to the left, but I'm very curious. So we're gonna fly to it. And this is, I mean, the other large part of this game is just the exploration alone. Oh, this must be one of the derelict outposts. I believe sometimes. Oh. This is the, I think it's a racetrack. I've never actually done it before, but I'm pretty sure this is one of the racetracks. Maybe. It's gotta be. It looks like it's some form of Fantasy World racetrack. I don't see any bad guys. It's pretty neat. Ever see any places that have these smaller mining pads on them? That's where you can spawn in ground vehicles. And just from how it feels like my ship is moving right now, I believe that Cleo has these big old windstorms. Yeah, I'm getting moved slowly backwards by the wind. Oh, shoot. Yeah, we're being moved by the windstorm. Okay, that is probably, I'm gonna make an assumption that that is my bad for landing like some strobe lights. Should not be moving anymore. That's what I get for thinking I can land without looking at it. Let's see if we can get out without getting thrown around. I do like the LED windows on this. Okay. Yep, and it's cold here. Once you come in, there's a little shipping hub. We're going to touch the screen. It's going to open. Oh, buddy. Oh, maybe I was supposed to do one or the other. There we go. And then we're going to place. And we have just now completed our very first mission. Once it shuts. We're going to get our package, or $4,000. Oh, $3,000. Getting knocked down again. There's blown by the wind. This time it wasn't running. But the other fun thing, we are on a planet. I don't know what the gravity is like. Not as much as any of the other big guys, though. And this, I believe, is where it will tell us what our pressure is. So we're almost half of the one atmosphere that the main planets have. And you'll see that it's very cold out, 68, 69. We can only survive in this for about 37 minutes. But we're going to look at our contracts. We have our accepted... Oh, I've never seen that. Lost in space. Fire transfer was attacked on its way. Need someone to go to the wreckage. Oh wow, gold. But we're not going to do that. We are currently, I believe, we have this. And this is also going to be our first foray into hand mining, which uses the rock, or the multitool. Now, nothing around us is mineable. You'll see what mineable rocks look like in just a little bit. But we are still in a armistice zone. That's why I could not use the, oh my gosh. There we go. Now I'm sure I can grab it and put it on my head. Model is still there. Alright. Time to go find our missing person. You'll notice on the left that our water icon's getting low. Where's this cave? So it's actually near New Babbage, which is very nice. Gonna turn our engines back on. We are in VTOL mode, so you'll notice that we're going to shoot up much faster than if we weren't. You'll also see some moons. You don't have to be near as high to quantum out of. I believe this is the lore and the science in the game is just the different atmosphere, the different gravitational pulls. And if I can do math correctly, it's 0.6. Nope, can't do math correctly because I would have said that if I had to be 11 on one atmosphere planet, it was going to be 5 or 6 on this 0.6 atmosphere. Sorry if I missed anybody's comments. No, drifting. Okay, we are Let's see if this makes things easier. We're gonna clear the Babbage route. See if there's anything. Babbage is 920, so it's almost 100 kilometers away from it. Tressler is 910. Babbage is 920. I think we're gonna actually go to Tressler so that we can stay up high. I don't have to get back into atmosphere again. Let's see what the chat's got going. Sometimes it gets dirty in there. Where's the solar point? Way too far. I will just resign myself to our long atmosphere trip. But while doing so, I'm going to get myself some water. Okay, I just tried to type into the Twitch chat from Streamlabs, and it says I need to sign in and make an account. So I'm just not even going to do that. Did the chat box at least? Good. Look at those particles. I'm very impressed. Hey Primal, if you're there, could you just type something into the chat? I'm not seeing it pop up on my phone, and I don't have my a second monitor set up right now. Just type something in the chat. I can see it. I guess it's because I turned off my Twitch on my phone for a second, so. Anyways, cave is, I'm gonna assume in that little crater. Man, I cannot get over how beautiful Microtech is. And I'm actually very, very fond of the cutter. Vet mode, what do you mean? Wait. Vet mode on some ships are so good. Yeah, what do you mean by vet mode? Yeah. There's the entrance. Yeah, this one just wanted to plant right there when I did that. Yep. Wow. That is very impressive how much having the V-tool on affected that. Can I stick my nose now and not fall? Yep. Okay. Well, this ship likes its V-tool then. See out into the wilds. Wow. It's a bright day. Beautiful day though. I'm just gonna hope that there's pretty confident that this is a mission that does not have bad guys. Let's see if I get shot though. Oh, for real? I've seen the normal cutter, just from. Oh, don't want to fall. I've just seen like videos of the normal cutter, and I love that groundswell paint. It's the only thing I've bought from the concierge exclusive store yet, but I really liked how the color looked, and I also kind of wanted something special for myself. Okay, thank God this isn't a cave that you can just like fall into when you're trying to enter it. Oh, there's the dark. Jeez. Oh, there we go. Our first piece of mining. Alright. So it's Hadanite. Yeah, it's Alt X. So I just started mining in the last week and a half. Not like super duper efficient at it, but again, this is a beginner's guide. Scroll wheel gets your power going. You'll see the bottom left, there's a little white line. That's our current output. The red zone, you do not want it to be in the red zone. We'll start growing. You'll notice we're starting to climb a little bit. And I've come to find you kind of need to like leave it maxed for quite a little bit so you can get a cool. Oop, don't have it set right. Shoot. Damn it. Okay, well apparently that was a bad idea to try. Zooming around. Fourth. Alright. So we're at 100%. It's going to climb, climb, climb. Still doing it. I'm sure once it hits the green, it's going to start skyrocketing. Come on. We're almost there. Alright, now we can start powering a little bit down. Too much. And we just want to fill the green bar all the way out. And it's going to do its thing. Perfect. Now, put this away. Let's see, how many little stones did I get? 3 or 4? My first foray into mining did not go well. I ended up breaking my leg in the cave and dying, and that was at that point that I was kind of like, well, that was my sign to go to bed. So I never got to even offload my this one is dark. See, I'm just thankful that I know there's no like wildlife in these things, because that'd be like jump scares all the time. Yeah, and you can actually come do it right now, if you want to. Depending on where you die and if it doesn't bug or not, it'll actually put a marker on your body, so you can actually right now in 317.4 go pick up your dead body, pick up your pack, and all that. I just quit because I knew I needed to go to sleep, and I had enough money in my account that it didn't really bother me to lose it. It was just me trying to hand mine for the first time. I can't tell like if I'm supposed to be like closer or farther away to get it to like right on top of it. Alright, we're getting there. Still in there. There we go, that one had a lot. I'm just excited to see what this sells for, because I've truly never mined enough to know the actual how lucrative it is. You know, we were talking about inventory stacking earlier. I'm curious if Hadnite will. No. Okay. So my understanding is that commodities like food will, but these things in the new patch, so like in the new patch, those will stack. Another thing, well, I kind of want to find this guy before I do any more rock. Guess he's gonna be somewhere nearby. Where is his body? I'm gonna be very, very honest. Whoa. I don't like that. Because that seems like a glitch. There's no way that's legit, right? Oh. Whoa. Whoa. Haha. It's a portal. Wait, what? Very, very, very interesting to me. Yeah, I kind of want to go like back this way. Okay, good. Well, I'm back to where I wanted to be. The main cave. That's kind of like, so Klesher has a place like that when you're running through the mines. Wow, that bugged the lighting back to like brightness, which I'm fine with, because to be honest, I dislike these caves because they're dark. They're not my favorite thing to explore. I swear if his body is on the other side. Yeah, that's the first time I've found one of the hole do that. Okay, this doesn't lead anywhere. Well, I'm gonna hazard my guess that his body is on the other side. Yeah, I didn't realize this is where you were supposed to do the hand mining. But yeah, I guess I'm gonna have to go back to the other side of that hole no matter how much I don't want to. But yeah, that's the cool thing about, especially, and again, like a brand new person, you can easily get a multi-tool. You can easily accept all these cave missions, and this is where all the hand mining stuff is. So, and that's why I'm super curious to see what that amount of Hadanite gets, and this is Aphrite. And I'm going to be honest, mining is still not necessarily like my favorite gameplay loop, but I'm definitely finding it a lot more enjoyable than I thought I would. Especially after, like I said, I've been a backer since 16. This is the first week that I've ever actually tried to mine. Done it. Nice. Sweet. Store. Oh, cool. I don't even have to put the multi-tool away. Come on. Did not see anything else. Oh. Cool. Alright, time to go find our guy. If I don't fall to my own death. Oh no, it's dark out. Alright. So, might be, did I go to the right? Come on, buddy, where's your body? Better be able to get back up. Yeah, see, like this, I'm not a fan of this because this reminds me of, you know, like Halo in the Flood. But again, at least, like I said, I know that there's nothing moving in the damn caves. Where do I stand again? Nope, I don't want a med pen. There we go. Oh, come on. Yeah, I think this cave is... Yeah, I think this cave is bugged to hell because the lighting is all sorts of messed up. Where's my ship? Not super far away. Audio is super loud now. Yeah, I do not mind the fact that bugs are not in the cave, even though I think this cave is obviously like buggy as hell. Your joke almost went over my head. Come on, dude. Like, come on. Like, if his body could just pop up right now, that'd be cool. So I don't have to leave another mission, like, undone. I mean, like, I'd be more than happy to get out of this cave and not have to, suicide myself to do it. Now I gotta find my way out. Yeah, like at this point, I don't even care. I just want out of the damn cave. You know, I'm sure that there might be some reputation to the, like, cave... Well, I don't know. I don't really think that the cave missions have much of a reputation system. And I'm gonna be honest. I'm not, like, a fan of climbing through them anyway. Like, the only reason I take the missions is to figure out how to actually, like, get to a mining place. Okay, stand up. Come on. Oh, come on. God. Okay, well, I guess I am going back this way. I mean, at this point, I just need to figure out how to get out of the dang cave. Okay, now I'll go this way. Yeah, I feel like every time I move around this cave, it just gets, like, darker. Or not darker. It's very confusing. Yeah, it's kind of where I'm at right now. Like, I know I'm not gonna start. Oh, hey, look at that. And I just got hurt grabbing rock. Cool. Okay. Well, I found him. Whew. Look at that. Just when I gave up hope. What's he got? Oh. Do you eat these? Okay. Yeah. I actually was thinking about buying some glow sticks to use because they'll still last for 30 minutes. But did not think that far. Ooh, legs. No, I said equip. There we go. So now I've got legs. Do I have all armor now? I've got legs, arms, chest. Cool. Alright, let's see if I can work my way out now. Because I can't get up the other rock. Where's my ship? 190, okay. We'll see, and that's like the nicest thing about bunker missions. Like, I mean, as much as I would not want to suggest going into a bunker mission, you know, without armor. Like, I feel like it'd be easy to like pop one or two to start, and then you can like steal their armor, and then just hope you get lucky. I feel like going the bright way makes sense. I do not like how loud it is, though. Yeah. Yeah, he donated me leg armor. We're good to go. We're buddies now. Oh, okay. Hold up. Is this a climb? 152. I know I don't want to crawl again. I feel like I've been here already. Yeah, where's my escape rope? I feel like this is not the correct way to go. Because I came from there. But it's the only other way to go. I found him over here, I think. Yes, okay. Get out this way. No. Yeah, I see that my hydration is declining. I'm not stupid. Okay. I feel like I have to go out this way. If I die in this cave because I can't find my way out, or because I can't climb, I know I'm going the right way, and that's what's pissing me off. just stand up. There we go. I had to lay on my back to stand up. Okay. Yes. Okay. When in doubt, roll. Use Q and E, and you can roll. And I had to lay on my back. And then hit space, and I was able to stand. Okay. That's climbable, so I can come back. Oh, okay, okay. I'm at the fake wall. Yeah, there's my cutter. Okay, we're through. And the light is all messed up and wrong, but I dig it, I like it. Never been this excited to get out of a cave. I'm just glad that the mantle tech thing works, so I don't have any issues climbing. Only 80 meters. Okay. And I'm also glad that the bug there broke the lighting in the cave, at least. Whew. Oh, happy day. I'm gonna get on my ship. I'm gonna regret ever not drinking enough water and stuff. Oh, got a rock. And you know what? Now that I'm feeling it, we're gonna mine Dolivine and see what it's worth. Oh, danger. Why did I say danger? Alright. So am I doing something wrong? There we go. Rising. Oh my lord. This takes a while. Okay, we're in the green. Alright. Nice. Yeah, I'm no longer in fear that I'm not going to get out of the cave. Alright, so we're going to get to a mining place. And we're going to sell, I believe we have some Dolivine, Hadanite, and Aphrodite. Aphrodite. Oh, so glad to be out of this damn cave. And it is still a beautiful day. H. Helmet off. Okay. Holster. Okay. We're now going to drink of water. Oh, okay. Drink. We're not doing the animation, but whatever. At least we're drinking. I can see that it's replenished my thirst. 76, am I empty? Alright, now we're empty on the water. We're going to drop that. And to make sure the food works, we're going to eat food. There we go. Eat. Well, that sucks. We're gonna store it. To be honest, after getting back into the game after the last year, because 6 months or so, I will weather move. Oh, and my arm is now blocking me. Great. The only way to fix that is to damn it. The only way to fix the arm glitch like that is to have a relog, and I really don't feel like relogging. I want to go to a mining place. What's close? man, and I thought we were in the nice temperate. Well, we're in one of the temperate areas. What's this one look like? It's great. Okay. Right there. There we are. Big old landing pad. Alright. Time to sell my first ever load of mine material. Basically, not only did we do a cave mission, make $4 grand, we're now going to see what the top out is. Is this a trading console? Perfect. I'm going to sell. It's from my backpack. We've got Dolivine, which sells for 130. Night sells for 275. Okay, so we're gonna make 650 on the Dolivine. We're gonna make 762 on the Aphrodite. Had a night, which is worth 275 a piece, so that's another 5,000. And I'm sure had I actually mined every rock available in that cave, but I mean that's another $5,000, and we need 32 to rent a Cuddy Black. But I mean, you can, again, this is just another gameplay loop that you can play and use. So that's going to be it for today for part 1. Like I said earlier, this is going to all be put on YouTube in a little bit nicer of a format. It's going to be the same exact video, but I will do my best to cut out the parts that matter and not a lot of the extra filler. It'll be edited pretty decent, so I'm excited. And thanks for watching. If you did, we're going to test it out, so hopefully when I log back in for the next video, it's going to be right from the same bed. Actually, we're not going to do that here because I would hate to wake up and not be on a pad, so we're going to go in space real quick. You have a good night too. It's 3:30 in the morning here for me, so I'm gonna get to bed and hopefully not wake the wife up when I do it. And hopefully I can get this. There we go. All the way from here. Alright, we're gonna go to sleep here. Perfect. Well, that means that worked as intended. Again, thanks again for watching, Primal. Thanks for the conversation. You made it enjoyable for me, so I really do appreciate it. Have a good one. Thanks again for watching.